Peter Dubois.
And I'm Beth Jones. First tonight, an overnight fire destroyed 3 businesses along the waterfront in Port Clyde.
The Maine Department of Public Safety says firefighters were called to the scene around 1 a.m. They say the fire started in the Dip Net restaurant and quickly spread to 2 other businesses. All 3 buildings were destroyed. Investigators spent the day interviewing witnesses and neighbors and reviewing any potential evidence. According to the Courier-Gazette, the fire burned through the Monhegan Boat Line and Port Clyde General Store as well as the restaurant. The Department of Safety says the fire investigators responded and were on scene until early this evening. And given the scope of the fire, it could take days to conclude their investigation. There were no reported injuries. One person died in a single vehicle crash in Alton. State Police spokesperson Shannon Moss says troopers responded to the crash on the Alton Tannery Road just before 4:30 this afternoon. The vehicle went off the left side of the road and into the trees. Troopers found the driver and sole occupant of the vehicle deceased. Moss reports State Police believe the crash actually happened last night. Alcohol and speed are believed to be contributing factors. That crash remains under investigation.
Meanwhile, 3 people are hurt and a driver is charged after a wrong-way crash in Freeport this morning. It happened around 9 a.m. Police took reports about a minivan stopping on 295, then driving into the median. Troopers say the van left by the time they'd arrived, and they say the driver, later identified as 30-year-old Marina Kinney, then drove the wrong way on the northbound side of 295 and hit 2 vehicles, including a box truck, head-on. One driver suffered just cuts. Both Kinney and another driver were hospitalized with non-life-threatening injuries. Police charged Kinney at the hospital with operating under the influence.
It seems House Republicans are growing even further apart, at odds within their own party on how to avoid a government shutdown. In the other chamber, the Senate is working through a bipartisan proposal to try to avoid a shutdown, but Republicans likely won't accept it either. All this arguing as the shutdown deadline of Saturday at midnight looms larger. Fox's Caroline Shively has more.
The clock is ticking. Congress has until midnight Saturday night to strike a deal to fund the federal government.
In a matter of hours, we're going to shut down the government.
Goldman Sachs already puts the chance of a shutdown at 90%. And so far, Congress can't even agree on a continuing resolution that would temporarily keep the government open.
61 hours before the shutdown, and we haven't even had the first committee meeting. America doesn't work like that.
In the event of a shutdown, functions deemed essential will still get done. You'll get your mail and Social Security checks, and air traffic controllers and federal law enforcement officials will still go to work. But millions of federal employees won't receive paychecks, including 2 million members of the military. The Senate is working on a bipartisan bill to avoid a shutdown.
Make a proposal on border security, married up with the package we have. Hopefully that will keep the government open. Then we do a supplemental, provide more security.
We need to keep the government running. It is not going to help security at the border if the government shuts down and people are not getting paid in a timely manner.
But without border provisions, some House Republicans say they're a no vote.
If we give our funding package to the Senate and they return it without any border security measures, that is also dead on arrival.
The last government shutdown started right before Christmas in 2018 and lasted just over a month. In Washington, Caroline Shively, Fox News.
Well, back here at home, leaders and thousands of Mainers are worried about how that government shutdown is going to impact them. Our Grace Blanchard shares more.
Initially, we likely won't see any impact. It will impact the workers, but not directly to the airport.
A government shutdown would have a major impact on federal employees all across the state, including here at the Bangor International Airport. According to a spokesman from TSA New England, TSA employs more than 50,000 officers at more than 440 federalized airports nationwide.
We're fortunate that we talk with them on a daily basis, so we know what some of the struggles that they might face are fairly early on, and we just try to do the best we can to support them.
The last time we had one of these shutdowns, TSA people were getting Hannaford gift cards from people in order to put food on the table.
Senator Angus King says we would see widespread impact here in Maine.
Whether it's TSA or the Department of Agriculture or the Acadia National Park, those are families that are put at risk by this.
For places like Acadia National Park, it could mean closing the gates.
It's a big impact for us, and I think anytime that these hard decisions come up, it impacts not only the park, but a lot of our fundamental government services.
And food pantries all across the state are preparing for a potential uptick in needs as many federal programs would get interrupted.
I don't know how we will be able to handle additional people in need. There's only so much food we can receive and distribute every week, and we are, all of us in this area, at capacity.
It all hinges on whether Congress can come to a resolution.
I'm hoping good things will happen in the next 48 hours, but I have to tell you right now, I'm not very optimistic.
In Bangor, Grace Blanchard for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
With the arrival of fall, Mainers will soon be turning up the heat in their homes. Our David Ledford spoke with the VZ Fire Department about how to do so safely.
Ahead of the winter season and following house fires just last week in both Plymouth and Amherst, officials are sharing tips on safe heating. While it may seem obvious, VZ Fire Department Chief Pete Metcalf says the first thing homeowners should do is simply check their equipment, because not everybody does.
Check their boilers, check their furnaces. Even if they burn with natural gas or propane, it's good to have a technician come in and make sure the tolerances are where they're supposed to be.
A wood stove offers a rustic method for home heating, but you should be careful what you put in it. And make sure your chimney is thoroughly cleaned.
Small amounts of cardboard. You don't want to use a large amount. What can tend to happen is that cardboard or that paper will go up to the chimney, may sit in that chimney, and may cause a blockage. You clean your chimney. Don't burn food or other heavy trash. Anything that is not designed to burn in a wood stove or a fireplace could always lead to a catastrophic fire.
Metcalf says preparation is one of the most important steps in preventing a house fire.
We always recommend working smoke alarms, working carbon monoxide detectors in the homes. Replace any batteries that aren't working, and make sure that you do have working alarms in the homes. That's the best way to prevent death or injury in a home caused by fire.
In VZ, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
And of course, also important to note that it's campfire season.
Yeah.
And those often take place near the home.
Exactly.
So you want to exercise caution there as we enjoy the fun times of
Absolutely.
the season. Yeah.
And you know, we're entering into that time where, you know, it's getting colder. We want to stay cozy. That's one of the best parts about it getting colder is just being able to warm up, get by the wood stove or other heating source in your home and just get warm. But yeah, it's obviously so important to remember to do so safely.
'Tis the season for s'mores and outdoor fun of a different kind.
Yeah.
You just want to continue to be safe, especially when you're dealing with fire.
All the time, yeah.
Alrighty, folks. Well, speaking of outdoor fun and s'mores, yes, let's go ahead and get a first check of our forecast and see if the weather would cooperate with such things.
Thank you so much, Beth. Our first weather is brought to you by Saliba's Rug Cleaners, Maine's largest rug cleaning destination for over 70 years. And speaking of 70 degrees, that's our high temperature for earlier today. Mid-60s right by the coast, Rockland into Bar Harbor, and even some low 70s up north into Millinocket and Greenville area. But this is after a chilly start to the day. We were back in the 40s. Can you believe it? The coast, low 40s were showing up there, even some 30s all the way up north. So it was definitely a little bit chilly to start out the day, but no problem. We really warmed up later on. We did actually see a good amount of sunshine now, few passing clouds here and there, but overall though, you get the trend. It is looking great. No rain in the area, and for tonight, we will continue to see just a few passing clouds. Temperatures back in those cooler mid-40s. Beth?
Just the kind of overnight we're thinking about.
Yeah, absolutely. Love it.
Alrighty, well, there is still more to come on Fox 22 News at 10 this coming Saturday. The USS Augusta will be commissioned into active Navy service. We'll take you to Eastport for a preview.
And our Doug Banks will take us to Pittsfield, where one congregation will be losing the church they've called home for 150 years. We'll have those stories and more coming right up.
Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance, and I saved hundreds. With the money I saved, I started a dog walking business. Oh! No, it's just too funny! Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Are you fed up with high prices at the pump? Do monthly utility bills drain your wallet?
If you're nodding your head yes, Renewal by Andersen is your best solution. They custom build and install weather-tight replacement windows and back them with a generous, fully transferable limited warranty.
Call now to schedule your free design consultation. Plus, take advantage of this limited time offer with incredible savings and attractive financing.
The better way to a better window. Renewal by Andersen.
You're still looking good.
I'm still feeling good. You know, I've got all your MyPillow products. Mattress topper, bed sheets, MyPillows, towels, slippers, blankets, sleepwear.
Whoa, Charles. Everyone now can get MyPillow products at huge discounts at MyPillow.com. That's right. Now's the time to go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to take advantage of our 3-in-1 sale. We're bringing you exciting new products, overstock specials, and closeout deals you won't find anywhere else. For example, when you buy one of my brand new MyPillow 2.0s, you get another one absolutely free. And with our overstock sale, you get our luxurious Giza Dream bed sheets for as low as $29.99. They truly are the best sheets ever. And with the biggest closeout special, we're clearing out our all-season My Slippers for only $25 and our sandals for just $19.50. Quantities are limited, and once they're gone, they're gone.
The baddest superstars on the planet are unleashed in prime time. From the heavens! All new Friday Night SmackDown at 8/7 Central on Fox.
This place is a death trap. Shut it down. I came here to help you, but now we're starting to lose control. What is that? Are you willing to change?
Kitchen Nightmares, all new Mondays on Fox and watch anytime on Hulu.
Hello, I'm Emma Smith, and coming up on Good Morning Maine, we'll hear from a former NBA player who showed up to the Nokomis High School to talk about his battle with substance abuse. Plus, a church in Pittsfield was recently sold. We'll hear plans for its future. These stories plus a live shot from the Bucksport Skate Park coming up on Good Morning Maine.
.112 Easy Street in Pittsfield is home to one of the oldest buildings in town, but over the past few years, the Union Meeting House has started to deteriorate, making the church unsafe. So the Universalist Council members put the building up for sale after over 150 years of calling it their home. Our Doug Banks went to Pittsfield to find out what happens next for both the Meeting House and the Universalist members.
The Union Meeting House has gone through many changes since it was first built in 1857. One constant, however, has been the laughs, heartbreaks, and strength shared by Unitarian Universalists throughout the years.
This building has been part of my life for a long time.
But the Meeting House has started to show its age. The sanctuary walls are gradually being pushed outwards, causing structural damage to the roof. With lower attendance, insurance running out in November, and no contractors willing to take on the project, council members decided it was time to move on.
It's a beautiful space, but a church is not a building. A church is the people within it.
I have a love-hate relationship with this building in the sense that it's a beautiful, wonderful building. On the other hand, it has totally consumed this congregation for years.
Starting on Sunday, October 8th, their service will move here to the Pittsfield Public Library. And although their location may change, the love and support this community shares with one another is what's most important and what will always stay.
We're just going to be meeting somewhere else. It's the people that I mostly remember.
It was never a question of continuity. We will be a congregation. We'll continue to be a congregation.
Long after the clocks cease to tick and the sanctuary door closes, it's not the building that will last forever. It's the memories, even when the lights go out.
It's such a holy place with the beautiful windows. But, wherever we met, it was okay. Because we were all together.
In Pittsfield, Doug Banks, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
The crew of the USS Augusta has been training together for the last 6 months, and on Saturday, that ship will be commissioned into the active fleet. It's only the second vessel in history to be named after Maine's capital city, so it's only fitting for the ship to be commissioned right here in the Pine Tree State.
We've spent a lot of time learning to trust each other and increasing our own capabilities so that we are the best crew for the ship.
After half a year of extensive training, the crew of the USS Augusta is finally ready to embark on its long-awaited voyage. The littoral combat ship will officially join the active fleet during a commissioning ceremony on Saturday.
Just preparing for the commissioning has been wonderful. I've been blessed with a great crew.
Command Senior Chief Jonathan Ariave has been tasked with training the ship's 70 crew members for the past 6 months, during which time they've learned to rely on one another.
The beauty of a ship like the LCS is that small crew, but they're independent. They're dependent of each other so much that they build a bond that you don't really see too much on other platforms.
These crew members hail from all over the country, but that's not the only thing that makes this particular crew unique.
We are the first LCS crew to ever take a ship from the Gulf Coast all the way to the most northeast corner of America for commissioning before heading back to our home port of San Diego, California.
And after all their rigorous training and preparation, it's that return home that crew members are looking forward to most.
Seeing my wife and kids, seeing my family, seeing my sailors see their families again. They need that. They need to see their families again. They need to see their friends. They need to see the result of all their hard work within the past 6 months.
The USS Augusta will be commissioned Saturday at 10 a.m. in Eastport. And the public is welcome to view the commissioning ceremony on Saturday. There will also be a live stream available if you can't make it in person. You can head to our website, foxbangor.com, to learn more and find a link to that live stream. But man, it sounds like it's been quite the busy 6 months for that crew, and sounds like they've made quite the bond as well.
Sounds like the adventure and the journey are just getting going, which is crazy when you think about the fact that they started,
right,
in the South, and then made their way all the way up to Eastport, and now they're going to just double back, go all the way around, and land in San Diego.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing. Please take me with you.
Seriously. Yeah, and here's wishing them the best of luck on that voyage.
And of course, thanks for their service as well.
Yes, of course.
Alrighty, well, coming up on the 10 p.m. news on Fox 22, the suspect in the killing of a Maryland tech entrepreneur has been captured. What we now know coming up.
And COVID-era childcare funding is set to expire soon. We'll have a look at the expected impacts. Those stories and more coming up.
Stop by Dirt Road Cafe today for fresh-baked cinnamon rolls, bread, whoopie pies, and cookies. Dirt Road Cafe specializes in nutritious farm-to-table meals for your family from ours. Why choose fast food when you can choose Dirt Road Cafe, offering the most affordable grab-and-go home-cooked meals around? Stop by today.
I'm 82 years old, and I have collapsed arches, which means the first thing that hits the ground is the bone in my arch. I came to Comfort Shoes 4 years ago because I couldn't walk without pain. And you spent so much time on my feet getting the right shoe, and we finally found the right pair. Once you made these orthotics for me, I have no pain. These are so comfortable. I have no discomfort. I feel like I could go running, and I thank you and Comfort Shoes for that.
Roto-Rooter has served the greater Bangor area and beyond for 35 years, offering plumbing, hydrojetting, snaking, descaling, video inspection, and grease interceptor cleaning services. For all your residential and commercial clogs, call Roto-Rooter today, 990-1234.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Let's face it, getting training and experience is hard, but at Loring Job Corps, we can help. From certifications in automotive technology, obtaining your CDL, or learning building trades, we have you covered. Maybe you prefer joining the high-tech world of computer networking or cybersecurity. We have that as well. Don't delay, get in the driver's seat to your future today. And the best part, Loring Job Corps is free. Receive free training, free meals, and even free housing. Call or go to jobcorps.gov/Loring. Job Corps careers begin here.
All eyes are on Coach Prime in Colorado. The center of the sports universe is Big Noon Saturday on Fox. It all starts at 10 Eastern with Big Noon kickoff back in Boulder. In the end zone, touchdown! Then quarterback Shedeur Sanders leads the electrifying Buffaloes. Listen to this crowd. Against Caleb Williams and the high-octane Trojan offense. The best pregame, the best announcers, the biggest game of the year. USC Colorado. It's Big Noon Saturday on Fox.
Stop by Dirt Road Cafe today for fresh-baked cinnamon rolls, bread, whoopie pies, and cookies. Dirt Road Cafe specializes in nutritious farm-to-table meals for your family from ours. Why choose fast food when you can choose Dirt Road Cafe, offering the most affordable grab-and-go home-cooked meals around. Stop by today.
You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.
A massive manhunt concluded with the arrest of a suspect in the killing of a Maryland tech entrepreneur. Fox's Mark Meredith reports from Baltimore.
It is very clear that this individual posed a substantial danger.
Baltimore Mayor Brandon Scott says 32-year-old murder suspect Jason Billingsley should have been in prison, not out on parole. Billingsley, who was arrested overnight, is the suspect in 2 recent violent crimes. The first, a rape, arson, and attempted murder 9 days ago. The second, the murder of 26-year-old tech CEO Pavel Lepere. Her body was discovered Monday in this apartment building, but police believe she was killed Friday night.
I know this arrest does not bring back Pavel Lepere or take away the heels of the many victims of Mr. Billingsley. But my hope is at least we can give a sense of closure to the city of Baltimore.
Police were already looking for Billingsley before Lepere's murder, but chose not to alert the public. They say because the first attack was targeted at someone he reportedly knew.
Had it been a random act, we would have put out a flyer right away saying that this individual was on the loose committing random acts.
Billingsley was released from prison last fall after serving 9 of 14 years behind bars for a sex assault case. Prosecutors say he was released on good behavior and put on probation, but now believe the release rules deserve a second look.
We need to see what we can learn from this and how it's letting some individuals that may not be fully rehabilitated back on the streets maybe a little more quickly than they should be.
Investigators say they will look at all of the other unsolved crimes in Baltimore over the last 11 months since this suspect got out of prison to see if there is any possible connection. And prosecutors say they also plan to seek life without the possibility of parole once this case goes to trial. The death penalty is not an option in the state of Maryland. In Baltimore, Maryland, Mark Meredith, Fox News.
New Jersey Democratic Senator Bob Menendez is making it clear to his Democratic colleagues he's not going down without a fight. Menendez addressed his fellow senators one day after pleading not guilty to federal charges. Fox's Aisha Hasni has reaction from Capitol Hill.
I will continue to cast votes on behalf of the people of New Jersey as I have for 18 years.
Tonight, Senator Bob Menendez remains defiant amid calls from within his own party to step down. The senior senator from New Jersey spoke to his caucus behind closed doors today, the first time since pleading not guilty to bribery charges.
Well, they heard my message.
Fox has learned Menendez explicitly told Democrats he will not resign, despite more than half wanting him to go.
It's crazy. And right now it's arrogance.
Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman is one of them. He says he's ready to pursue other avenues to remove Menendez, like expulsion. The Senate hasn't expelled a member in over a century, mostly over siding with Confederacy. It hasn't censured anyone since Dave Durenberger in 1990 over misuse of campaign funds. Democratic leadership recently brushed off a censure resolution or even a vote to kick Menendez out of the caucus. This week, Senator Ben Cardin replaced Menendez as chair of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. But Democrats aren't saying yet if he'll have access to classified briefings or partake in any committee work.
That's the primary issue that I think we have to take up.
And one senior Democratic senator who did not want to be identified told Fox that he's really depressed over all of this and that Democrats really don't know what to do about Menendez. On Capitol Hill, I'm Aisha Hasni, Fox News.
Meanwhile, the border was a big part of last night's second Republican presidential debate. That, along with the economy. Fox's Madison Allworth takes a look from Simi Valley, California.
It's frustrating for me when people don't realize how dangerous the Chinese Communist Party is.
Former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley picking up today where she left off last night.
TikTok is one of the most dangerous social media apps that we could have. And what you've got, I honestly, every time I hear you, I feel a little bit dumber for what you say.
I think we would be better served as a Republican Party
if we're not sitting here hurling personal insults.
But businessman Vivek Ramaswamy, who accused his fellow candidates of being bought and paid for last month in Milwaukee, singing a different tune today.
And so did I take a lot of personal fire? Yes. But I'm not running against any of those candidates. I'm running for this country, and that's what I'm keeping in mind. Gentlemen, you'll have your turn.
It was a fiery debate at the Reagan Library in Simi Valley, California.
We got the hell out of there.
The candidates covering a number of key issues, including who was missing from the debate stage.
It's one thing to do it behind a keyboard. Step up on stage and do it to my face.
Former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie said Donald Trump failed to deliver on immigration.
His promises in 15 and 16 were a lie. He didn't accomplish it. He didn't get it done, nor did he change our immigration laws one bit so that they could be sustained in a Democratic presidency.
South Carolina Senator Tim Scott making his point that he believes in the American dream, despite facing instances of discrimination.
America is not a racist country. Never, ever doubt who we are.
None of the candidates currently have enough support to be a true alternative to Donald Trump. When asked by Dana Perino who they would like to exit the race, they refused to answer. But Governor Ron DeSantis did say that it's not the polls that elect a president, it's the voters. In Simi Valley, California, I'm Madison Allworth, Fox Business.
Affordable childcare is about to get harder to find for millions of Americans. COVID-era emergency funding is set to expire at the end of this month, leaving childcare providers and ultimately parents in the lurch. Congress could step in, but the question is, will they? Fox's Madeline Rivera reports from Washington.
Working in childcare requires patience, passion, and perhaps above all, persistence when things get messy.
I do all the things. So I am in charge of food, I am in charge of shopping, I'm in charge of the administrative.
Corrine Hendrickson owns a daycare center in Wisconsin. While not easy, she made it through the past few years with the help of the American Rescue Plan in 2021, which included $24 billion in childcare stabilization grants.
Every single month, I was receiving a check, partially for operational costs and partially for my wages. And then also, that's how I was able to hire 2 subs.
The COVID-era benefit is set to expire at the end of the month.
The cost for daycare has gone over $15,000 per child.
Without the aid, Hendrickson will have no choice but to raise costs for parents.
I'm very concerned that they're not going to be able to afford this, and I'm going to lose them, and I won't be able to replace them, and I will close, because I have to be able to take care of my family.
More than 70,000 childcare programs could close, causing about 3.2 million children to lose childcare, according to the Century Foundation, a liberal think tank. Democrats are pushing for an annual $16 billion in childcare funding for 5 years.
Going over the childcare cliff could cost parents $9 billion in earnings and cost our nation over $10 billion in economic activity.
The initiative faces an uphill challenge in a Republican-led House that's aiming to cut what they see as runaway spending. But a bipartisan group of lawmakers is looking to address the high cost of childcare.
We talk about making sure that parents have the freedom and the resources to have childcare options, affordable childcare options.
Hendrickson is hoping for a solution soon.
It is a disaster.
In order to stick it out. In Washington, Madeline Rivera, Fox News.
Well, still to come on Fox 22 News at 10, another major strike could be coming. The Culinary Workers Union and the Bartenders Union voted to authorize a strike. We'll have more after the break.
And in sports, Maine women's soccer remains unbeaten through 10 games. We'll have more on how they look to continue on their role. Stay with us.
Rafael Devers and the Red Sox take on Adley Rutschman and the Orioles. Baseball Night in America, Saturday on Fox.
Are plumbing problems giving you a headache? Look no further than Sprague's Plumbing Solutions. With more than 10 years' experience, Sprague's Plumbing Solutions has the knowledge to assist with your plumbing issues. Whether it's a service, remodel, new build, or commercial, we've got you covered. For reliable, professional plumbing services, call Sprague's Plumbing Solutions today for a free estimate. 951-1637. We're here to make your plumbing problems disappear.
Hi, I'm Tony Hafford from TC Hafford Basement Systems, the all things basement-y company. Basement waterproofing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. Since 1991, over 15,000 Maine homeowners have trusted TC Hafford Basement Systems to fix their basements. Call TC Hafford Basement Systems today for all things basementy.
You're still looking good.
I'm still feeling good. You know, I've got all your MyPillow products. Mattress topper, bed sheets, MyPillows, towels, slippers, blankets, sleepwear, dog bed.
Whoa, Charles. Everyone now can get MyPillow products at huge discounts at MyPillow.com. That's right. Now's the time to go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to take advantage of our 3-in-1 sale. We're bringing you exciting new products, overstock specials, and closeout deals you won't find anywhere else. For example, when you buy one of my brand new MyPillow 2.0s, you get another one absolutely free. And with our overstock sale, you get our luxurious Giza Dream bed sheets for as low as $29.99. They truly are the best sheets ever. And with the biggest closeout special, we're clearing out our all-season My Slippers for only $25 and our sandals for just $19.50. Quantities are limited, and once they're gone, they're gone.
Jerry's Used Cars has been a family-owned business for more than 30 years, currently in Corinna and Vesey. However, we have changed a little as we are no longer just a buy here, pay here dealership. We now have access to outside financing and also carry utility trailers. We would be happy to assist you with your next vehicle purchase. And don't forget, here at Jerry's Used Cars, we offer an extended warranty. So give us a call at either our Corinna or Vesey location.
The Screen Actors Guild and the United Auto Workers strikes continue, but now tens of thousands of new workers from 2 other unions may soon be hitting the picket lines as well. Fox's Ted Lindner takes a look at why hospitality workers in Las Vegas authorized a strike, plus what they're demanding.
A new strike could be right around the corner, and it could have dramatic effects on a popular vacation destination. Tens of thousands of people who make up the Nevada Culinary Workers Union and the Bartenders Union overwhelmingly voted this week to authorize a strike. That's if a new 5-year labor deal isn't reached with casinos in Las Vegas.
I will have the right to call a strike at any time.
Talks are expected to begin next week, with workers asking for higher pay, reduced workloads, and better security. Nearly 24 casinos could be impacted if a strike is officially called.
People all around the country here is getting fed up with the corporation not sharing or including them in the profit.
At least one resort, MGM, released a statement saying it's committed to negotiating a contract that benefits everyone. This comes as the actors' strike and the United Auto Workers strike rage on. Data from Cornell University finds roughly 362,000 workers have hit the picket line so far in 2023. That's up from the 123,000 who went on strike last year. Some academic professionals say the uptick can be traced back to the COVID-19 pandemic.
It broke the social contract that American workers had intuitively understood. The American worker was shocked out of the illusion of self-sufficiency. That realization raised the understanding that collective action is sometimes necessary to change systems that no longer serve us.
Ted Lindner, Fox News.
Meanwhile, SAG-AFTRA and the union representing TV and movie studios announced plans to negotiate a new contract. It's seen as the first step to getting thousands of actors back to work. Fox's Ashley Dvorkin has more.
Hollywood actors and studios are heading back to the bargaining table. SAG-AFTRA and the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers will resume negotiations on Monday. Until then, the Actors Union asks members to, quote, continue coming out to the picket lines in strength and big numbers every day.
But hopefully, by the end of this year or at latest, January, things will be able to move back into production.
SAG-AFTRA's 160,000 members began striking in July. They're demanding better pay for work on streaming platforms and limits on the use of artificial intelligence.
When you can have your actors in the foreground and just put other actors in the background and not have to have real actors there, it's hard to go back and say, let's we want you to spend that money.
Meanwhile, late night hosts Jimmy Fallon, Seth Meyers, Stephen Colbert, and Jimmy Kimmel will return to the small screen next week. It comes days after the Writers Guild of America reached a tentative deal with studios. That includes wage increases and new AI regulations. The agreement will likely guide SAG-AFTRA in its own negotiations.
Historically, whatever deal they give to one union, the next union kind of uses as a template for their own deal.
The WGA's 11,000 members will vote to ratify their contract early next month. In Hollywood, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
Meanwhile, plenty of finger-pointing on Capitol Hill as House lawmakers look into what caused the deadly Maui wildfires and who was to blame for that high death toll. Fox's Gernal Scott has more.
A grid that's not prepared for extreme weather or is inadequately maintained is not only unreliable, but also an unacceptable safety hazard.
It's been 7 weeks since the deadly wildfires in Maui, and now lawmakers on Capitol Hill are asking tough questions about how the fire started. Much of the blame has been put on Hawaiian Electrical Company, which admitted down power lines caused an earlier fire in West Maui. But the company claims it was 100% contained by late morning and had nothing to do with the afternoon fire that came later.
Tell us and the American people what was going on that morning and why you didn't de-energize earlier.
Absolutely. I'm trying to explain to
Yes,
you
ma'am.
why we didn't.
Well, I understand you're going through the process. I'm trying to figure out what happened that day, back in August.
Yeah, so I'm trying to answer your question
All right.
about why we didn't de-energize.
Okay.
Those decisions were made years before as part of a plan.
Hawaiian Electric CEO claims the power lines were eventually shut down after the morning fire and were de-energized for more than 6 hours before the afternoon fire started. But that likely won't win over victims' families who have filed suits alleging the company was responsible. Maui County is also suing Hawaiian Electric, claiming they didn't prepare their equipment for the wildfire threat. But some lawmakers say the focus for now should remain on the recovery process.
It really is about emphasizing to our colleagues the human impact that this has had on our community.
The wildfires are estimated to have caused more than $5 billion worth of damage. In New York, Gernal Scott, Fox News.
Still just devastating to see the images there.
It's so unbelievable, and it's, you really have to scratch your head and wonder how could that have possibly happened. And there's, you understand there's a lot of moving parts,
right?
Sort of to what happened there, but how it's been this long and we still don't have many answers at all. It's just, it's such a shame as people continue to struggle.
Yeah, really, really frustrating.
Alrighty, folks. Well, we are going to be back with our full 5-day in just a bit.
We had some near average temperatures today in the 60s and some lower 70s in the area. But surprise, surprise, I'm tracking even warmer temperatures back in the forecast when the main question is how much warmer is it going to get? I'll have the answers coming up.
Comfy, cozy, relaxing. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find rockers, recliners, sofas, and easy chairs. Quality furniture, affordable prices. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
Family owned and operating in the Bangor area for more than 10 years. Crosby's Welding is here to help you. We specialize in steel, stainless steel, and aluminum welding and fabrication. We serve many of the local industries from Maine lobstermen to the commercial trucking industry and everything in between. Fully mobile on-site construction services right down to custom signs and fire pits. Fast, friendly, reliable service. Give us a call today for a free estimate. 974-7815.
Maine's #1 Kia dealer, Van Sickle Kia, has a cost-friendly Kia with your name on it. Choose from our fleet of front-wheel drives, all-wheel drives, hybrids, and fully electric vehicles, all affordable, tech-packed, and great on gas. Check out the all-new 2023 Kia Niro Hybrid with 54 mpg highway, or check out the new 2023 Kia Sportage or Sorrento. All come loaded with safety features and are great on gas. Plus, get Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, the best in the business.
The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. I'm Peter Van Sickle. I guarantee it.
On the Road, broadcasting the news at 6, live from Ellsworth, is sponsored by Coastal Auto Parts, your local Napa Auto Parts dealer with 29 locations owned and operated by a Maine family that cares. UMaine Online, over 50 online graduate programs offered through Maine's flagship university. Apply for spring, umaine.edu/online. Disconnected Tattoo and Art Shop with well-rounded artists and a fun atmosphere, located at the Maine Coast Mall in Ellsworth.
Durable, sturdy, stylish. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find solid wood, built to last, made in Maine dressers, bureaus, and nightstands. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
Fox Animation Domination returns, and it'll make you wanna shout. Shout. Animation Domination premieres this Sunday on Fox.
And welcome back, guys. Temperatures were back in the 70s earlier today, so slightly above average. Mid-60s right by the coast, and then even some lower 70s just up north into the Greenville and Millinocket area. Now, take a look at this. The last week and a half, temperatures have been well above average, indicated here in those red colors. There was one day where we had some below average temperatures, but overall, though, the trend has been above average, and it is not going to change, guys. Our average high is in those mid-60s. Now, look at this. Well above average temperatures by Sunday. Now, Monday into Tuesday, look at middle of next week. Close to 80-degree temperatures will be back in the area, guys. So well above average air, and maybe even possibly close to record high temperatures Tuesday into the day on Wednesday. Now, this is one of your last chances to go out in the water, enjoy those warmer water temperatures. A buoy showing upper 50s. Same story just off the coast of Portland. And then off of the Boston coastline, we're looking at 61 degrees as water temperatures are still in the mild area. Go out there, enjoy it, because they will just continue to cool on off, and it will really cool off as temperatures, those air temperatures, continue to get colder. Now, winds were a bit breezier earlier today. Now they are very calm everywhere, all over Maine. We're looking at calm winds, and things are looking great. A couple of passing clouds here or there, but no rain in the area, and we're going to stay rain-free the next several days. Right through the weekend and into beginning of next week. We're talking no rainfall, indicated here by our future rainfall, showing zeros down the board. Some really good news for us. And of course, dew points will be rising by Monday. Not too bad by Tuesday morning, but then right by Wednesday, so middle of the week, as temperatures start to rise, dew points will be on the rise as well. Now, for our area for tonight, we're looking at temperatures near 43 degrees, partly cloudy skies, and some fog in the area once again, with those calm winds continuing to stay calm in the region. Now, for tomorrow, a little bit better, still kind of the same as today. Temperatures near 70 degrees, partly cloudy skies, so good amount of sunshine with a light breeze out of the southwest, only at around 5 miles per hour. Now, our extended forecast outlook does show good amount of sunshine sticking around the rest of this week. And even into beginning to middle of next week, temperatures, though, will be warming back up into those mid to upper 70s, maybe even up to 80 degrees, possibly Sunday and then into the day on Tuesday as well. So get ready, guys. Warmer air is just around the corner. Beth?
Neat to see that the days are still, warm and comfortable.
Right.
And you just get that relief overnight, and you have the nighttime to do the campfire, the whatever it is you want to do outdoors in a bit of a cooler temperature.
Right.
It's just the variety is great.
No, it's perfect. I mean, like we've talked about so much, this is just the perfect time of the year.
It is, at least for me.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
All right.
All right, well, sports is coming up next. Stay with us.
Some things are worth waiting for. Something reliable, something loyal, something long-lasting. A 6-year warranty? Coyote's got that. One machine for all the dirty work? Count on Coyote. Coyote won't break your heart, and Whittemore & Sons got the deals that won't break the bank. So quit swiping and settling for less. Slide into Whittemore & Sons and be treated like family, by a family who cares. 257 Waterville Road, Skowhegan.
Come stop by Triple S Tack Shop, 315 Hamden Road, Carmel, for quality clothing and equestrian gear.
For a better center to serve you, Bangor Tire has moved to Herman. For a bigger selection of trusted brands, Bangor Tire has moved to Herman. And to better service your ride, no matter the size, Bangor Tire has moved to Herman. Master Mechanics, free shuttle service, and the fair deals you deserve. Take Littlefield Avenue to Bangor Tire, beside Dysart's in Herman. BangorTire.com.
We're more than just a tire store.
When it comes to the feud,
name a way a woman might say she likes her men and her cheese.
You either nail it,
sharp,
spicy, or fail it.
full of adventure.
When you're at the grocery store, you want to find some adventurous cheese running around the dairy section.
Family Feud.
Where are you going? Stop all this adventure!
Weeknights at 7 on Fox 22.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Engstrom's Auto Service in Guilford. We specialize in all foreign and domestic service and alignments.
Hey everybody, Ryan Sudol here. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's start up in Orono, where UMaine women's soccer is out to one of the best starts the team has ever seen in its 34-year history. The Black Bears have gone their first 10 games without a loss, 7 wins and 3 ties. They're also 2-0 to start America East play, with forward Abby Kramer being named this week's America East Player of the Week and Kira Kudzinski being named Goalie of the Week. But of course it takes a village, and that togetherness has really helped the team's deep talent show out.
Our talent pool is as competitive as it's ever been. We've got outstanding leadership, and I think being able to blend the new players into a cohesive team has happened a little quicker than I anticipated.
We worked a lot of team bonding and all those things, so just like playing together as a whole unit instead of like separate individual players is like what makes us really great.
And even though the team is well aware they're currently making history, the preseason MO of unfinished business is still all they are worrying about right now. As America East play hits its stride, the Black Bears are honing in on just staying consistent. If they can do that, they hope to win their first conference title ever.
Continuing to pose what we do on the game and not worrying about anything else. Our feeling is if we can do what we do well consistently, then we hope that the outcomes are going to take care of themselves.
Like the team's been talking, it's great to have this great start, but in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't mean anything if we can't keep it going. So.
Okay, let's stay with the Black Bears and move over to the Alphon. The anticipation is building for men's hockey's season opener in 2 weeks, plus the return of one of the nation's best in goal. Victor Osman is back for his 5th year with the Black Bears. Osman has amassed over 1,700 saves in his career and is coming off a season where he was named a Richter Award semifinalist and made second team All-Hockey East. For Osman, his reason for coming back was simple. A first-round Hockey East tournament loss is not how he wanted to go out.
Obviously, it didn't end the way we wanted to, and I knew a lot of guys were coming back, and I was just hungry for more. I feel like we got something really good going on, and yeah, it kind of led to my decision, wanting to come back and trying to go for another run.
With his accolades, Osman has high expectations for himself in his final year. Those expectations only add on to the high ones for the team as a whole. When you have a great goaltender like Osman, it can prove to be a real spark, perhaps more so this year than others.
Just want to build off of my year last year and do even better, and I want to be consistent and help the team win every night.
Your team plays with more confidence when you have good goaltending, you know, and I think you saw that as the year went on for us last year. It should be something that is a strength of our team this year.
Now let's head over to Husson, where Eagles women's tennis has a big weekend ahead of them, hosting the NAC Conference Tournament on Saturday. Husson going for their 6th NAC title in a row, albeit with a smaller team than normal. Just 8 players for the Eagles after having 12 last year. Plus, the 6 returning players from last year's team had not seen much action before this year. But that small size has turned out to be a huge advantage in this year's run.
With 8, you can really focus in on some things that maybe you wouldn't always get to if you had a larger team. We could do some specialty shots like drop shots, isolating particular strategies that we don't always get to. So that's been kind of fun. And also it just, everyone gets to know each other a little bit better, so it's a little tighter knit group.
Unlike previous years, though, the Eagles are playing from under as the 3 seed, their lowest seed since 2017, the last time they didn't win the NAC. But with those 6 players coming back who know what it takes to win championship gold and know the home court environment so well, their position on the bracket might not mean much.
We know the environment, we know the nerves, we know that there's gonna be an official there and more people than normal. We're not as nervous. We've done this before. And then the other 2 girls can just follow our lead and just kind of blend in with the energy that we already know we have.
The tournament will start at 9 a.m. on Saturday at Armstrong Tennis Center in Hamden. Okay, that's all the time we have for sports. I'm Ryan Sudol. We'll be back right after the break.
From the land to the sea, Chase's Family Restaurant is the place to be.
Are you looking for a place to unwind after a long day?
Then come check out our Hideaway Lounge.
With a bar that's both upbeat and laid back. And it's the perfect atmosphere for anyone who wants to unwind after work.
Or kick it up for the weekends with daily drink specials and a full dinner menu.
You can fill up on a good time any night of the week.
Thank you for being a part of our family.
Here at Chase's Family Restaurant.
Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance, and I saved hundreds. With the money I saved, I started a dog walking business. Oh! No, it's just for money! Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Fear, pain, and anxiety are all feelings associated with dental treatments, but it doesn't have to be that way. Dental lasers offer a way to remove tooth decay without using the dental drill. In fact, we do most dental fillings here at Twin City Dental without numbing, so no needle. And for treatments like root canals or having many teeth extracted, we also provide IV sedation. So call Twin City Dental for your next dentist appointment.
You're still looking good.
I'm still feeling good. You know, I've got all your MyPillow products. Mattress topper, bed sheets, MyPillows, towels, slippers, blankets, sleepwear, dog bed.
Whoa, Charles. Everyone now can get MyPillow products at huge discounts at MyPillow.com. That's right. Now's the time to go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to take advantage of our 3-in-1 sale. We're bringing you exciting new products, overstock specials, and closeout deals you won't find anywhere else. For example, when you buy one of my brand new MyPillow 2.0s, you get another one absolutely free. And with our overstock sale, you get our luxurious Giza Dream bed sheets for as low as $29.99. They truly are the best sheets ever. And with the biggest closeout special, we're clearing out our all-season My Slippers for only $25 and our sandals for just $19.50. Quantities are limited, and once they're gone, they're gone.
Puzzles are easy. Family, that's a real challenge. It happens rarely, but every once in a while, we all go where we're supposed to go, and everything clicks into place.
Young Sheldon. Weekdays at 6 on Fox 22.
The Commanders take on the Eagles. Then, the Patriots battle the Cowboys. It's a huge doubleheader Sunday on Fox.
Welcome back. Heinz is cashing in on all the Swift-Kelce hoopla. Their latest condiment is hinting at the rumored Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce romance. Heinz is releasing a new ketchup and seemingly ranch sauce. Swift was spotted eating chicken tenders with ketchup and what seemingly looked like ranch at a Kansas City Chiefs game on Sunday. Swift's appearance sparked rumors that she was there to cheer on Chiefs football player and tight end Travis Kelce. Heinz says it's only releasing 100 bottles of the sauce. The 100 figure is a combination, of course, of Swift's favorite number 13 and Kelce's jersey number 87. How fitting.
Alrighty, well, you can buy just about anything from Costco, and now, believe it or not, that includes gold. Costco is now selling 1-ounce gold bars, and they're already selling out fast across the country. Members can purchase the 24-karat gold bars from Rand Refinery for $1,949, or 1-ounce bars from Pomp Suisse for $1,979. The bars cannot be refunded or returned, and there is a limit of 2 per customer. Interesting.
Well, leaf peeping season may not be at its peak yet, but that's not keeping Millinocket businesses from benefiting from it. Matthew Juroncic has more.
There's nothing like fall in Maine, and you can tell the seasons are changing when the beautiful foliage is on display. It's also a time that brings out some of the earliest leaf peepers.
Whether they're from Philly or New York or, south side of Boston, wherever they may be from, they really understand that this is a lot different from where they live.
Historically, leaf peeping season starts around mid to late September, but locals say this year seems to be a little later than past years.
It's definitely just starting to break into fall leaf peeping season here, and we are getting lots of calls, actually. It's going to be a busy weekend for us.
Business owners say as the colors change, the cash registers will start to ring even more.
We'll see more and more people coming through the whole area, stopping at all the different locations. It's a beautiful time to be in northern Maine.
It's a big boost to the local economy. People from all over flock to the area to see Mount Katahdin in the spectacular fall colors.
It really brightens up the landscape. After seeing green for so many months, you can see the definition in the hills a lot better, and it really brightens up everything.
However you decide to capture Maine's beauty, Millinocket business owners hope you will take the time to explore the area.
Slow down, enjoy it, take a look around. Nothing wrong with stopping here and there. Get out of the vehicle, look around, have it, enjoy your time.
In Millinocket, Matthew Juroncic, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
And I definitely will be doing a lot of stopping and looking around for this leaf peeping season, that is for sure. Well, if you're looking for a locally owned gift shop to get a special gift for a special someone, a former Brewer staple is back in town and open for business. Huckleberry's first opened up shop 10 years ago in Brewer, but later moved to Bucksport for a while. After a tough year last year, though, owner Diane Stimson says they found a spot back in Brewer. She says they are glad to be welcoming back patrons, and it's a bit of a homecoming.
It's been great in that so many customers who I had in Brewer previously have come in and said, "I'm so glad you're back," and that's been nice.
Alrighty, well, Stimson says she focuses on unique items like pottery, jewelry, signs, and jigsaw puzzles. She says the puzzles are actually her biggest seller. She also says she's stocked and ready to go with, I'm going to say it, folks, Christmas ornaments. But hey, they're specialty ornaments. They're probably not many of each kind.
Right.
So, if you want to get a few distinctive items for your tree, just, discreetly slip in there and then pretend like it's not Christmas yet.
Yeah, I think Christmas ornaments are something you can sell year round too.
Absolutely.
All right, good night, everyone.
Good night.